Back here on the Caribbean Junior Duelling Challenge, we are in time to see the chicken from Barbados being stuffed, and that stuff, that what they're stuffing with looks really flavorful.
Yes,
nice color.
They were sauteing the pineapple a little while ago.
That's right.
So that released the juices and the flavors.
But I was just going to mention something here about that juices, those juices. What I'm not sure of, if it's intentional, what she's doing is pouring some of the juices on the chicken as well. You think that's intentional or it just happened?
I'm not sure, because that'll begin some of the cooking.
It will, and of course some of the flavor penetration as well.
That's right.
On the inside. So that's really good techniques there.
I'm sure it's not by chance, Chef.
All right. Well, I think so too. At this stage, I think they know exactly what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So chicken with pineapple. We also have chicken with eggplant.
With eggplant.
So
now we have the beef over there, which is curry with red wine.
And here's some coconut going in. It looks like there to me. On the side of solution, some coconut milk going into that beef. And the red wine has to go, and the red wine is already in as well.
That's right.
So
but over here, the red wine will be paired up with chocolate for the beef.
Imagine, chocolate for the beef here for the Barbados side. So you have a curry flavored beef and a chocolate flavored beef. Both accentuated with wine.
They both accent the wine, but it'll be two very distinct flavors.
26 minutes.
Look here again. You see Barbados now as well using the Robert's garlic spread. They too understand the importance of having that flavor very early. And the same things happening here. They understand that you want to get that temperature up there without burning those herbs in that garlic spread. Just add a touch of Robert's oil as well there, and it works very well.
The judges just called 26 minutes.
26 minutes to go, and some plantain being stripped
so
here. So
almost halfway through.
By the Barbados team as well. Some plantains being stripped here.
Yes. Very evenly cut also, which is something the judges look for.
That's very much so. I think they use the mandolin over there to do that cutting. So good work being executed here by the Barbados team. The mandolin being used. So every piece of equipment that they have at their disposal.
Actually, the mandolin is a wonderful tool for homemakers to use in their homes.
It is.
It simplifies and it unifies your cutting.
Exactly. Makes that cooking so much more even, and it does wonders for your flavor.
And of course, you have to watch out your fingers.
And look what's happening here.
Look at that.
She just did the browning of that beef, took it off, and look, beautiful color.
And that'll continue cooking a bit in the heat that it has.
It will, and not to mention the fact that it is actually very flavorful and tender beef. You got that from Hotel Food Supplies. Only the best in foods come from the Hotel Food Supplies, and that's what we got from them. So it's tender to start. It's not going to take very long to cook. And now she's just deglazing the pan with the wine.
That's right. We have Chef Mitchell here, who's joined us up on stage.
I see you're just staring over here at me. You're getting a bit scared now, I'm sure, with these youngsters coming up.
I'm actually looking at the technique that they are playing. You know, you see where she's putting her when she pull the pan from the existing fire, which is important.
Yes.
And I watched the way how they interchange the boards. The chef from St Lucia, everything he did. He uses chicken to change the board. He uses beef to change the board, which is important.
Exactly. Sanitation here and not allowing cross-contamination to happen.
Definitely.
Oh, so this is really, but it's going tough so far, though.
It is going tough, and I'm looking forward for the last 10 minutes because that's where the adrenaline is going to rush and it's going to be fantastic. Fire is going to set in here.
Yes. You want to be careful, don't burn this place down. The flavors, even the plantain is getting the treatment here. Some spices going on that plantain as well.
These kids are not even leaving out one element of surprise. Everything's going to, they're building flavor after flavor after flavor.
Flavor in every layer.
It's gold medal, so they're pulling out all the stops today.
That's right. Both gold medal winners, remember. These two scored gold in the preliminary competition. So they're the two highest scoring teams, which means now they have earned the right to fight for this, the trophy of this year's Caribbean Junior Duelling Challenge. The chicken in the Barbados side, Josue, is being wrapped over here.
We're having here a bit of a conversation with the head judge about the difference in the techniques,
right.
The way the blending gives the impact to flavor in one direction, and the artisanal chopping really helps more on the presentation side.
And you didn't let me in this conversation?
No, you were talking to Chef Mitchell over there,
looking.
Both of you were looking at the bottle of red wine.
There you go. And you were looking at Chef Max.
No, I was looking at this bottle of red wine.
Now you could go ahead. We just saw, it was interesting though, I just saw the Barbados with their chicken, they wrapped it in plastic and now they're putting it into poach. So they're going to poach that chicken. So the cooking application there is going to be poaching. It looks like St Lucia here.
And over here the chicken was being poached also, I believe.
The chicken is, well, they have it wrapped here. So, okay,
no, it's wrapped on the tin foil.
Yes. Oh, it looks like they poached it first and then...
Both are being poached.
You know, he's using a very, I say it's chicken being cooked in 3 different ways. He's cover it, he's poached it, he's going to bread it, then he's going to coat that bread in, in a hot pan and he's going to finish in the oven.
Now
Techniques.
You know what's happening? You know what I'm saying here, though, chefs? Remember you spoke to them earlier about the chicken being undercooked in the first round. Now he's going to make sure, using all of the techniques that he knows, that this chicken does not come to you undercooked.
But it's a fine line because you don't want it overcooked either.
That's the thing about it. And what he did, I thought was very interesting. He wrapped it in the plastic there to make sure it maintained as much moisture as you possibly can, so it doesn't dry out. Really, really good techniques here from St Lucia.
But they are pushing it. They're pushing the envelope with the techniques to impress the judges. That's
They have to. And you know what? I can tell you, these two judges are up here earlier, just standing firm up here. It tells me that they're riveted to this whole thing, and those techniques are scoring points, I'm sure.
Very nice. The work on the sweet potato. It is going to look very interesting when that's fried.
Exactly. Nice garnish.
Now you have some presentation skills.
Oh yes, I'm working on this. They're taking no prisoners here with all their presentations and all that. We can see that's going to look very good. It looks, once they fry it or whatever they're going to do with it. We see some frying going on here. Speaking about frying, this is the chicken from St Lucia. Okay, that's in the fryer, so that's good. And this beef, it's tempting, isn't it?
It is.
I know it's just the way Chef Max like it at that point. Just went into the pan, just put a little color on the outside, take it off, right, Chef Max?
But it's hard to pass by without picking up a piece.
That's right. And he said, she's inviting you to this. Imagine, you're invited, go right ahead. Look what's happening here, though, Josue.
Wait a second, they invited me to taste. Let me get a tasting spoon.
Right.
20 minutes. 20 minutes remaining.
Oh, that expression says it all. You don't have to say a word there.
Can I get a chair to sit over here?
We can see the plantain here that was covered with some
look
spices.
Look how beautiful that looks. Beautiful
color with these plantain here. These teams are really in it, and they're performing as you expect gold medal teams to perform. You know what I'm liking about what Barbados is doing over here? I always tell my students, a beef stew is what we love. We do love beef stews, but now it is possible to cook a beef stew and have it not overcooked, not stringy, and this is what Barbados is doing here. They braise they kind of braise their beef first, not braise. Sorry, they blanch their beef first. What am I saying?
And when I tasted it, it is tender. It is cooked the way it should be.
Exactly. But you see what's happening after that? After they remove the meat, they start to build the sauce in there, and now they've returned the meat to the sauce. So it means that the sauce is going to be flavorful. The beef is not going to be cooked to shreds.
That's right.
And it's going to be pretty good, right? Because, again, you don't want to have that beef strip loin, which is very expensive cut of meat. You don't want to have that cooked to shreds that you will do with stewing beef.
No. I know it's the old home-style cooking, but that's not what you want in terms of being able to enjoy the flavor and the tenderness of the meat.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes to go. And I always tell them, if you want to get a modern-day beef stew, all the flavors of the Caribbean, but not destroying really good meat, that is an excellent way to do it.
That's the way to do it. The judges called 20 minutes, which means we're past the half mark.
That's right. We're well into the competition now, so we should be seeing any time now some shape begin to form here about how the presentation will go.
Some okra being placed on the grill.
And then you see that's right. And they what they did, they blanched it first.
Yes.
And now they're going to grill it.
And give it a nice color.
That's right. Just get those grill marks going on there. And the frying of
they're frying the sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, that's correct. Now, you know what? We're going to take a break. Thanks to Mall International, where the sky is the limit. Golden Sands, of course, this Golden Sands, every year when we bring these students in, these delegates in, and we have about 26 of them this year, and they're all staying at the Golden Sands Hotel. Thank you guys at Golden Sand and the Dining Club. They've done all the catering to make sure these youngsters are fed and ready for the competition. Thanks to all our sponsors. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm sure it's going to get hot in here, Josue.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Right here on the Caribbean Junior Duelling Challenge. Back here on the Caribbean Junior Duelling Challenge, just in time to see Chef Josue taking stealing a bit of flavor from the St Lucia.
I always do that. You have to taste the sauce. You have to taste the flavors.
So you know what? I'm gonna make it justify it for you. You just tasted Barbados, so you had to even it out by tasting
That's
St.
right.
Lucia.
I'm trying to be impartial.
Trying to be impartial. That's it. Look over here on the St. Lucia side, though. You can see some of those vegetables, the colors you always talk about. The colors. You're always with 16 minutes to go. You talk about the colors, and you know what? I can tell you the flavors in there will be fantastic as well. And I know that from the way they cook these vegetables. The first started with the herb cream, the margarine with the herbs built into it, and of course then the seasoning.
And when you can see the colors that bright, that means it was cooked just well. If you overcook, it starts getting a little bit on the washed out side.
That's right. And they're doing a fantastic job with that. We are with 15 minutes to go now. You can see the plates out from the St. Lucia side, so they're going to make sure they don't lose points for being late. But you know what? You cannot afford not even 1 point for being late at this point of the competition. I know you always say it's best to be late and work on your flavors, but no.
That's a judgment call by the teams because Chef Mitchell was saying properly. Sometimes you lose 1 point for being late by a minute,
and that's the point you lose the competition by, right?
Or you make the 5 points with the right flavor and presentation because you sacrifice 1 point. Okay. So it's the call of the teams actually, and curiously, they're two, so they're probably on equal basis. I wonder if they have agreement as to who's the captain between them.
You know what? This is the beautiful thing about this competition. You don't see a leader in the team at all. You just see like a dance here in the culinary arena.
That's exactly what it is.
Like a dance.
It's a
That's
dance.
what it is, yeah?
It's a food ballet.
That's right. Exactly. And it's beautifully executed. If you look at them here, they're just out using this entire arena. And the good thing about this is not only each island doing it, but you have, not only each team doing it individually, but the entire together. Even together, they're up and down this arena here, and no butting into each other. They're just like they're reading each other.
No, they're in sync. It's a ballet.
That's
a ballet.
Right.
They're putting out here the fried
potato,
sweet potatoes.
Look at that beautiful color on that sweet potato.
Every time the chef says Joshua, I turn around because my son is called Joshua.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking for your son there, huh?
No, I don't think he's here. He's up in Miami.
So we can get some color here, of course. You have the grilled okra, and those okras are going to be really, really cooked because what they did is they blanched them
first and then put it on the grill.
So they're going to be cooked. That's fantastic.
Now look how beautiful that looks there.
Beautiful cooking. That's correct. Look at that. The curry and the red wine. The color is fantastic, isn't it?
And they added more of the spread.
That's right. And then not only that, then you have the green. Then you have the green of the herbs inside.
Okay, instructions going back.
It's good.
It's good.
So they're still checking on each other. The plates are up from St. Lucia. I think they're satisfied that they have their flavors all in place. So no, let's spend some time on making that plate look really good.
Which means organization. It means they pace themselves properly.
As you look around, Chef Josue, you can see all of the components already done. They're cooked and flavored, all the components. So now they're going to allow some time for the plating.
Now they're going to work with their mise en place.
That's right.
13 minutes.
13 minutes to go. It's really early still. Really early by St. Lucia here with the plating. Let's go over to see Barbados.
Let's see how Barbados is doing.
Barbados is known for the lots of cooking, lots of components in there. And the cooking is still going on. In goes some ragu, it looks like.
Some ragu, yes.
Is that what it is? I'm trying to peek between the students here to take a look.
Don't get in their way.
That's right. I'm going to step back a bit now. Yeah. Didn't get to see what it was because I was trying to peek between the two of them, but I didn't see exactly.
No, it's a cream sauce, but I can't see what it is.
It's a cream sauce. Same here. Alfredo sauce. So put a bit of Alfredo sauce in there. Yes, okay. I see you were smart. You didn't get close at all.
No. I know how to stay away from the kitchen.
So the chopping is still going on with this time it's with some cabbage and some red cabbage and some green cabbage. They're chopping there, and the potato. It looks like that. Is this potato over here? Is this potato over here?
Yam.
Yam, and some color in there as well. Some orange and some green in that yam.
And they had some discussion going on right now as to some of the vegetables they were using.
Lots of running around still from the Barbados team.
You know what I'm noticing, Chef? There's a lot more conversation going now between the teams. They were quiet at the start, and now there's a lot more conversation.
But just as you said, as we approach 10 minutes, this is going to happen. It's now going to get to crunch time. The hustle is going to come, and the check-in. We saw that in St. Lucia as well. We heard them saying, "Good, Joshua, good." So then now you're there
with a little bit of a tone. With a little bit of a tone.
11 minutes.
11 minutes. Okay, Barbados is really watching those minutes.
Flying along, so we're going to step back.
Yeah.
some shredding going on of some carrots there, so some color being concentrated on the red, some red peppers now, some more chopping going on from Team Barbados. Chopping and cutting, boy, they do a hell of a lot of chopping and cutting in this competition.
I'm going to take a look and see how our friends at
St. Lucia is doing. They're coming, cleaning up now, getting ready. They seem to be well advanced, and they're all their components to double check. Now you see the important thing about being early. Now he's just put his vegetables back in. Probably was not totally comfortable with the flavor, so he's doing a bit more with it. It looks like here at this point, just a little more flavor going. He wants that flavor coming all the way out.
Which is very important to make sure you have the right control of how much they've been cooked, because if they've been overcooked, you can't continue putting it back into the pot.
Exactly. So we saw he cooked them really early, and he took them off, and they were just sitting there. So there is enough time and enough space to add those additional flavors there.
He has the time. He has the time.
Yeah.
Let me step away from the kitchen. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at those vegetables, Peter.
And you know what?
Time check.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to go. You know what? You know what, Jose? We're going to make a tactical decision here. We're going to thank Roberts Manufacturing. We're going to thank Bryden Stokes Limited. We're going to thank Barbados Investment Development Corporation. But we're going to take a break, because you know what? When we come back, we have to go all the way to the end, and it's going to be an exciting finish, I tell you. Don't you think?
I like it. I like it. I'm dying to sit down and taste.
Right here on the Caribbean Junior Duelling Challenge. When we come back, the grand finale here